Hi there, Rose. How are you? Where's your sister Pansy? There she is. Where you going? Hey, Pansy. You peeking around the corner at me? Hi. Well, good morning again. I just wanted to kind of show you the front of the house early in the morning. It's about 7:30, I want to say. But I haven't looked at the clock lately. I've been cleaning a little bit. But my sister, who I haven't seen in over 20 years, she wanted to know about my collection of elephants. Well, I'm going to start at the front door. My flag. Now, I don't know where people got the idea I love elephants, but I really, really do. There's something regal about them. Look at this. My plant stand. I got this little elephant. Well, not little. That came from Claire's over at Precasting Gardening Depot, 5 years ago or more. We're gonna come in the house. Oh no, another elephant. There's an elephant lamp, another little pretty elephant, and look at this wee little tiny elephant. I got even smaller elephants. And then we'll come this way, and there they are. Look in the fish tank. Elephant, 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 and a big old elephant in the middle. Some of my artwork, and here we go. My huge white alabaster elephants, mommy and baby. Uh-oh, came across another elephant. Elephant, elephant. Look at this wee tiny bitty one, and this is a teeny weeny. Look, isn't he cute? Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, here's some more. Elephant bookends. An elephant candy dish. Uh-oh, here's another one. An elephant pillow embroidered by my daughter-in-law, Tanya. Let's go around. Uh-oh, here's a whole herd of them. From top to bottom. There's some artwork that Gert had done of my little mystery, who since left us. Up, there's another elephant, and another elephant. And, up, here's another elephant. This is one of my favorite. That's all embroidered cloth. Isn't it pretty? Let's see, what else do we have here? Elephants. You don't have to go far to find an elephant. I have a love affair with elephants, antique clocks, and art. Look at that, more elephants. And Gwen got me this really big guy. Oh, and here's more elephants. There we go. Isn't that pretty? Love them. There's something just so regal and forevermore about these guys. Where are you going, Rosie? Well, no, I don't see. I'm surprised I don't have more elephants out here. I don't. Oh, gotta get some, huh? So, that's my elephant collection, unless I can find some more. I know they're around here. But my bookcase, which is full of elephants. Yeah, I have that love affair with elephants, antique clocks, and artwork. I did want to show you behind this. Oh, this is a family tree and a coat of arms that my son got for me. Some more artwork. And a beautiful mosaic Tanya created. You know, she's a very good artist. But just really quick, I wanted to show you some artwork that I have back here as well that I simply love. I bought this here in Solivita from a neighbor. And this was gifted to me by a very dear friend, Joan. Yeah, this doesn't do it much justice. But there you have, I can't forget this little guy my little ceramic stand elephant. I've got two of these. Can you see them? Some people put like a glass top, a round glass top, and then you know, a little something in the middle, but that scares me with the dogs. But these little guys are the cutest. So I'll sign off for this part of the program. Oh, here's my green elephant. I knew I'd find it. There you go. Isn't pretty? Sign off for right now because I've got to get my shower out of the way, get the dogs taken care of, and get set up to make your coffee cake, your sour cream coffee cake this morning. So we'll get that done, and I will see you later on. In the meantime, take care of yourself and enjoy your morning. Okay, I've got all of the ingredients together for our, well, actually, I'm reading this so I don't screw up. Our ultimate sour cream coffee cake. Now, I made this, it's been a while. I don't even think I've made it since last summer, maybe. But it's really a nice sour cream coffee cake. It's very moist, very easy to put together. And of course, you know, I had to put nuts in it and cranberries and, you know, all that good stuff. But we're not going to do that today. I'm just going to do the basic. And you can put in whatever you want. Make it yours. But I'm going to go over the ingredients. And here we've got, oh, I've got to show you something. I went to, of course, everybody knows I went to Claire's yesterday. And she gave me some of her eggs. I want to show you something. Look at this. There's a duck egg. And here's a regular chicken egg. See the difference? Isn't that funny? This is really a small egg. So it calls for 2 eggs. So what I did was just use 1 duck egg. Let me show you this. Look at that. So I'm using 1 duck egg and a small chicken egg, which, you know, kind of makes up for 2 eggs. Okay, and then we've got a 1.25 cups of all-purpose flour. We've got 3/4 cup of sugar. Got a 1/2 cup of butter at room temperature. I hope it's at room temperature. And one thing I found out about when they say room temperature, they don't mean like really, really, really soft. They mean where it has a little bit of a body to it. So if you can push it a little bit and it goes, that's fine. And when it goes in, I've got a 1/2 cup of sour cream. You can also use plain yogurt. And I've got, let me make sure I get this right. I've got a teaspoon of baking soda and 1/4 teaspoon of, no, wrong. I knew I was going to mess that up. It's a teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And it calls for vanilla extract, but I love my orange extract. And I got just enough in this container, about a teaspoon, that it's calling for. Now you can use coconut extract, almond extract, that would be really good. So, let's go ahead and get this put together, okay? Let me fix this. Fix it again. Okay, so you wouldn't have to listen to that, my hand mixer. You want to cream together your butter and your sugar, which I did, and this is what it looks like. Light and fluffy. So, now we want to add our eggs one at a time. And I get to use this big old duck egg. I'm so excited. Look at this thing. I hope a little duck doesn't pop out. No, is it? Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look how big that duck egg is. Let's get him in there real quick. There we go. Put the other one in. Look how little he is. Mix this in. do the sour cream and the vanilla. Well, it's not vanilla. Well, it's orange extract. So I'm gonna put the orange extract in. Oh, the last of my orange extract. I got some more. And then the sour cream. And, you know, I did tell you can use yogurt with this. Greek yogurt would be best. Plain. Put this in here. Okay, now we're going to put together our dry ingredients. So this is our baking soda, baking powder, which baking powder is 1 teaspoon, and the baking soda is 1/4 teaspoon, and then a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to add it to the flour, which is 1 cup and 1/4. I'm going to do this half at a time. You don't have to, but I find it just works a little bit better because we don't want to overbeat it. It's a thick batter, so but we really don't want to overbeat it. So get that off of there. Can you see this, sorry? Don't waste a drop of this. Yeah, from what I remember making this last time when I put the cranberries in it, because I dearly love cranberries and all baked goods. I put it in breads and everything. So, okay. So I just get everything from the bottom together. We're going to divide this in two. Okay, it's a 9x5 loaf pan. I'm going to put half of the batter in, and then we're going to put the streusel top. Well, the streusel in the middle, and then again on top. See how thick it is? Let me get my also spatula. Now I've sprayed this with Pam, and I also lined it with parchment paper and floured it. I have an aversion to sticky baked goods, so you don't have to put the flour in it, but for some reason I just don't trust them. Okay, now for the streusel. The streusel, let me get this out of the way, is 3 tablespoons of room temperature butter, and then a 1/2 cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and it calls for like a tablespoon of cinnamon. I put a little bit more in there. Actually, I think I put like maybe two tablespoons of cinnamon in there. You know, that's your call. So you want to just mix this up. It makes quite a bit too. And I'm going to end up using my fingers with this because I can't use the the pastry blender to mix this. It's just too hard on my hands. And I can do my left hand. Get it started. Hands are squeaky clean. So I just go in here, and I just kind of, you know, make little rough crumbs out of it. It comes together really, really fast. See? There you go. Put some crumbs in there. It makes a lot, so be generous. Okay. So let's put this in the middle. There you go. How's that? It does make a lot. Wow. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cookie scoop and scoop the rest of the batter on top so I don't, let me show you this, so I don't disturb that layer of crumb topping. This size, but it doesn't matter what size. Like this. Now it's much easier to spread, and you're not messing up with your crumb topping. Well, actually, it's not topping yet until I get to the top, right? Yeah, see, this will be really easy to spread now. No issues. Get my also spatula. Move this. And then just spread it gently. Now this is going to take up to 60 minutes to bake at 350. But you want to check it halfway through. Set your timer for 30 minutes, and if it looks like it may be browning quicker than what you want it to, because you don't want a really dark top with this. I just get in the habit of tinting it with aluminum foil halfway through, and then start to keep an eye on it about every 15 minutes. Because you put all this work into making this, you just don't want to lose it at the end because it's over-baked. And a lot of times it'll, you just gotta be careful because sometimes it'll overbake on the outside. The inside is doughy. Okay, enough of that. Get rid of these. And our crumb topping. Here we go. You can put this on really, really thick. Okay. And I actually have another type of a crumb topping in the refrigerator. Whenever I make a crumb topping for cakes or pies or French apple pie, I double the recipe, and then I use what I'm going to do for that recipe at that moment, and then I just keep the rest of it in the refrigerator. That way, when I'm ready to do something, I just take that out of the refrigerator. I don't have to keep making streusel topping. Okay, let me squish this up in my hands and I'm going to do a few more pieces. Clean it up around the edge so that doesn't burn. And there you go. And so I'm going to put this in the oven for up to 60 minutes. But, like I said, start looking at it after 30 because you might want to tempt it. Loosely. Don't, real tight. Just lay some foil over top of it very gently. And we'll come back when this is done. And after I put it in the oven, I'm going to take you outside and show you what I did. I copied something that I saw at Claire's yesterday. You might be interested in. Okay, bye. Here's the garden, real quick. Let me show you what I did that I got from Claire yesterday. An idea anyway. See this? You see that? Now she has a huge one, and all these succulents are just growing right in just rainwater. Now I put dirt in mine just to give them a base so they're not going to fly out any kind of high winds. But once they develop a root system, won't have to do anything. Just let them grow in rainwater. Okay, Sam, I'm done. Okay, are you gonna do the philodendron first? I put the philodendron in the small pot. Yeah.
It's already filled with dirt.
Is that potting soil from out back? That's a nice plant, you know, that philodendron. That's a cutting she did for me. Where are you, Andy? Are you in the window? Let me show you Andy real quick in the window. Can you see? Can you see his little ears? Hi, Andy.
The other pot.
Yeah. I'm gonna tamp that down pretty good.
Put some excess dirt.
Yeah.
Here, so I can have room to put the other dirt.
Once I get that in the house, I'll put like a little trellis type thing on it and start, because that's gonna you know, wrap itself around things. So put it behind our sideboard. And that peace lily, oh my goodness, isn't that beautiful? And that's just a cutting. She made that from a cutting from her other peace lily. I didn't know you could do that. Now this bench, I should have shown it to you before we got it all dirty, but that bench Claire made for us, and then my daughter Gwen painted the top of it. Are they in there pretty snug? What a beautiful day out here today, huh? It was nice over at Claire's yesterday, wasn't it? Now we're talking about, that don't know what I'm talking about, we're talking about Claire. She has a business called Precast and Gardening Depot. She's over on Orange Blossom Trail near Kissimmee, 4717 South Orange Blossom Trail. And all my statues, benches, yard art, stone. I'll show you the stone real quick. We have the house stone. We got from her. Oh, Sam, that looks awesome. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Well, thank you. Okay, you gonna take them inside for me? Okay, I'm gonna show you the cake so far. We're not even midway, but it still looks gorgeous. Let me show you in the oven. Look, isn't that pretty? So, I may even tint it earlier than halfway through. Well, Alexa went off. It's been exactly 60 minutes. Well, 62 now. Let me take this out of the oven and we'll see what we have. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, wow. Okay, let me show you this, and I'm going to show you a way that, foolproof way to make sure this is completely done. Let me lower this camera. Okay. My trusty digital thermometer. I have found, I found that over, you know, years and years of baking, you know, you're supposed to press it down and if it bounces back and all that. There's too many times that I take things out, let it cool down, cut it open, and it's dough on the inside. If your thermometer reads anywhere from 185 to 200 on baked goods, you can be pretty much assured that cake or bread is done. Now, there is exceptions to that, and those exceptions are like if you have a braided dough, or if you have a really dense like cheesecake, or something of that nature, like fruit pies. You may want to just use your own judgment. But I'm going to show you what this reads, and we'll put it on a cooling rack, and then when it cools down in about an hour, we'll cut into it. Let's take its temperature. Okay, right in the middle. Make sure you get it right in the middle. And it reads 200. 201. I know this is going to be backwards on you, but trust me, it says 201. So, okay, now what we're going to do to gild this lily, we're going to do a glaze on it. I like to put the glazes on when it just comes out of the oven or shortly thereafter, and then let it kind of seep through it as it cools. That way you don't have like a sticky, thick top to it. It's more like a thin glaze. But this is a maple glaze. This is the very first time I've ever used this. Let me show you. Can you see that? Okay, it's a half cup of 10x sugar, 2 teaspoons of maple syrup, and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, and 2 tablespoons of half and half. I'm going to mix that together. I love my little spoons. Mix this together. Stir that up a little bit there. And I don't trust it. I'm just going to take it a little bit at a time, because if I put it all in there and it's too thin, that's my fault. So let's see how thick we're going to get it, because we can put it on here fairly thick, because it is going to run all over the cake anyway. I don't want it like thin going on the cake. Yeah, it's probably going to take all of it. There we go. Now I don't think I'm going to put any more in there, because this consistency, once I put on this hot cake, it's just going to melt down through it. You see that? Like that. Okay. So. Ah, that looks so good. Oh my. Pretty. I always put it around the edge so it can sink down in there. Oh, it smells so good in my house. So we got our flowers planted today. I showed you my elephant collection, some more of my artwork. I'm excited. I get to see my son Matthew and his wife Tanya. They're coming for a few days next week. I haven't seen them for a long, long time. He stays pretty busy, and so does she. And she's an artist, and she's always doing something. Okay, looks a little bit messy now, but once it cools down in about 15 minutes, I'm going to take it out of this pan and put it on a cooling rack. So let me show you what I'm going to do here. Oh, yum, yum. It's good. Lick my fingers. See my little... I love these little things. So what I'm going to do, so if you can see this, I'm just going to go around the edge and just pull that apart. Just slightly, just a little bit of pressure. That's why this parchment paper is so good. Just so that can run, that topping can run down in there. There we go. See that? There we go. Okay, a little piece of it. Oh, yum. That would really be good with pecans, walnuts, any nut that is your favorite. So, when this cools, we'll come back, and at that time, we'll cut it. Well, Sam, it's all cooled off. Are you ready to give it a try?
I sure am. Somebody's got to sacrifice here.
Well, you're the sacrificial lamb here. There you go. Isn't that gorgeous? I think he can make a sacrifice and try to take a few bites of this. Huh? Tell us what it tastes like.
Somebody's got to do it.
Still can't see much of it, Sam, but what I'm going to do, share this to everybody. See? That's that inner layer that we put in there. Okay, hon, here. Go ahead and give it a try. Let me, there we go. Go ahead.
How's that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's hope I live through it.
Pretty good.
That was good.
So why is this one better than the one I made last summer, you think?
Well, it's moist.
Yeah, the one last
I do
summer
like
was
that.
dry.
And the crumb, or whatever you call the topping, is
Yeah, that's
crispy. It's good and crispy.
that's the
Crumbly.
one that topping is the one that came with the recipe. The one last summer was my own topping, so this was probably just made for this cake.
Yeah.
That'd be great with a cup of coffee, huh?
Oh gosh, yeah. You could right now. Your orange glaze or lemon glaze would be a good addition to that if you could.
Oh yeah, I could do that. Now I did put orange extract. A teaspoon of orange extract.
Well,
in
it
the batter.
seems like I can taste it.
Yeah, just a little bit.
It is. It's very faint.
Well, I appreciate your help today. Thank you for planting the flowers for me. And you're going to put my new sideboard together tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be a whole new show. I'm going to have him. Well, he doesn't know this. He doesn't know this yet. But what we're going to do, I got a sideboard to go in the kitchen, to hold a lot of the stuff that I cook with, and so that it won't be so crowded in my tiny kitchen. And I'll film him here and there putting it together. It's farmhouse. It was a farmhouse style, right?
Mm-hmm.
A white farmhouse style, and I'm really anxious to get that. We've already moved the kitchen around, and we're getting ready for it. But I can't wait for you to see it. So with that being said, thank you, Sam, for helping me today. And I want to send you best wishes. And from my heart and my husband's heart, we want you to enjoy your day, send you appreciation and love, take care of yourself, your family, your loved ones, and please check in on your neighbors. You never know what's going on behind those closed doors. Someone may need you. Bye-bye now.